welcome. We're here for an unknown amount of time and a bad time, so just going to be starting Victoria 3. I don't think there was anybody waiting because this was a bit of an impromptu queue, but we will be playing any sort of requests and or answering questions. I was just feeling like streaming. I didn't plan on it, and I wanted to make sure that my settings were working, and in case I wanted to do something, because I've been having trouble with OBS, and so this is kind of why we've been doing this. I recall someone requesting Ottomans somewhat recently in, on a comment on one of the videos, so we'll just take a look at the Ottoman Empire, and then if someone wants to come in and take another request, we'll do this sort of thing. So we're going to take a look at Tanzimat and see all the different ones and just have a little bit of a think in regards to which one of these will actually be easiest. Although in general, I think that when I did this last, focusing on eco and kind of ignoring going for Egypt, I thought that Egypt was a little bit of a trap, and that you should actually like reduce military and go low military, go for the softer expansion spots, and not look to fight the relatively caked up Egypt with an army power projection of 712. You can just dodge it. They generally don't doubt you, and you have like half the army power projection, so at least at the start. Obviously, you'll be doing better once you get better PMs, but you can actually just like run down the military. Or this is how it was in 1.1. Of course, it might not be this way now. Pretty easy for us to be incorporated and have an urban center, so urbanization is probably one to do. This one is harder, and it gives us claims on all this. This one's a little bit harder. Also, there might be a way to massage it in terms of strategic region, but we will be declaring in the Arabia region, which is maybe not the way to go, and looks like there's also France and Great British, interests in the other regions. I believe it provokes, I believe all GPs get an interest in the Arabia region, so maybe going after, like, a war for, like, Middle Egypt or something like this, or something relatively inconsequential, maybe Sinai even. That way we're declaring it in a different strategic region that's not in Arabia is the way to go, just to weaken Egypt and also cause problems for them down the road, something like this. US and Japan were given minor updates when they were released or alongside the release. Do you want us to play one of those? I just wanted to take a quick look at Tanzimat, but I am taking requests. We just need to keep the secession movement down. I don't know if you can do that and have high taxes. Probably want high taxes for construction purposes. And then we need to have building level 5 and literacy of 20, but my understanding is that this, the education reform is bugged and it needs to actually be closer to like 26 or 36. I think we have to do 4 of these, right? Maybe it's 5. Army modernization, we need to have 150 battalions and be on Napoleonic warfare. That's not too bad. And then get rid of hereditary and land-based taxation, which is something we would want to do anyways. And I think, how many of these do we have to do? We have to do 4. And so you can do it without doing Reclaim Syria, and in theory without doing Army modernization, right? Because that still adds up to 4. But I'm not sure which ones are best. Okay. So we either want to speed that along or what? Don't really like going empiricism, although that would help with the education access from wealth. I used to be, last patch I was a huge fan of currency standards. That reminds me that there are achievements for each of those nations, both USA and Japan. Yeah, I think I've gotten the Japan ones, but then there's like a new one now for reforming quickly. We could do Japan. In terms of all of my videos, the Japan was by far the most successful. But going like currency standards, stock exchange. Also, I still have to wrap my head around. I wanted to make a video on tax today, but I'm like, I know that proportional taxation and graduated taxation were nerfed, and so I think that maybe I don't have a proper handle on them. But I think that, the value of going proportional taxation being much, much lower and law passing also being much slower might make it so that, this old strategy of, doing this weird leapfrog from per capita to land-based to proportional might not be worth it anymore. Also, going per capita might not be worth it, but if you look, proportional taxation actually loses money initially because the dividend tax rate, I guess, is much lower than it was in 1.2. I forget the exact change. Someone messaged it to me or wrote it in one of the comments, and I could look at that. Definitely shaking things up a bit with 1.3. I mean, overall, it's not enormous changes, but I don't want to make any videos on warfare because I think they're gonna. Well, because that's what 1.4 is gonna fix. But let's think here. So we could also go colonization relatively early. See, the thing is cotton gin and lathes will not spread to us, and since we know they'll not spread to us, it makes it so that you know, we can push some of the early society tech while this is not spreading, and then return and focus on, you know, the industrial technology, which is generally better. And the thing is, I guess the thing I need to really test here is how easy is it to get an agitator to replicate the effects that you get from, wow, they start with an Intelligentsia? I was not aware of that. Is that new? That seems a little wild. But how hard is it to get, you know, a Corn Laws boyo? And I think it's pretty hard. Or I imagine it's pretty hard. We can try it. I mean, we can try just exporting this stuff, too. The roots, yeah, but the roots aren't productive is the thing. Oh, I guess if we set prioritize now, it'll recalc. Alright, so I guess we should just pick a tech here. I don't hate... Well, so the reason why stock exchange was good was because you could do corn laws. So this really just affects the start a lot, and I'm unaware of how easy it is to get, you know, the market liberal boyo and to get in on that, and these guys were pretty important. I think that we're just gonna skip over this stuff or go colonization then. How much incorporated pops do we have? A decent amount. And what would we get for colonization? Well, they nerfed, this is no longer important to go for the Mosque of Genève through here. And what else would we get for colonization? We would probably, so we could do Kenya and Fang. I mean, that's probably worth now. Yeah. So, we'll do that. And then that. For anyone who's just arrived, I am taking country requests. I am not committed to doing the Ottomans. Unless, of course, you want to request the Ottomans, then we can definitely do the Ottomans, but still taking it all in. Probably want to move the capital. So we're just going to come into the market tab, and we are going to look at cattle. And you're like, well, why are you looking at meat? We're looking at meat potentials, because this is the best way to find out which area has the absolute most potential arable land. Is it really here? Is that it? Is that worth the capital move? Probably. To Ankara? Okay, we'll move the capital then. Change capital, we'll move it to Ankara. That, of course, causes bureaucracy problems. And now we want to accompany the Diplo and improve relations with, of course, the thumb-sticking empires. Tunisia, Wallachia, Serbia, Moldova, and Moldavia all start as protectorates, right? I believe that is the I'm not sure if it's protectorate. They do start out in our market. I'm not sure the exact status. Let's take a look. Tripolitania, I don't know if you mentioned that, does start out as a higher level subject, but we could take a look. Yeah, so they're protectorates, and then Tripolitania is a puppet. So you are correct, good sir. We'll improve relations. Who else? Definitely not Egypt. I guess 2 Sicilies, maybe? And then we'll come in and diplomatic interests. Where are we going to declare? Well, our military sucks booty. I don't know if... I think that going for New Granada is actually pretty good, but I don't think we can actually clap their military with what we got right now. Can we? Oh, I guess we can. So this also is another video I'm working on, is which are the best places to declare war on first. New Granada is good because the population explodes. Actually, I think it's Bolivia, right? Because Bolivia will also, you will also get Peru at the same time. And they are relatively easy to go after. They don't have any sort of diplomatic alliance, so we're going to declare an interest there. And then we're going to declare one in Indonesia. We don't need that one up there. We'll go down here. And then I think that's our declared interests. So now let's spend our stuff. J-Rod says, how goes it? How have you done with have you done a run with one of the Ethiopian miners? I have not. I've been kind of wanting to, but then I was like super burnt out after the Sokoto run. That was like a really, that run went probably longer than it should have. We will increase taxes, but not quite yet. Why isn't anything, why don't we get much from taxing wine? I'm surprised we get this much from taxing liquor, although we do have, like, mixed pops. We, of course, do not get a lot from taxing wine and liquor generally, as the Ottomans, as the kebab. I think we actually want to bolster as well. The Industrialists. Something like this. Although we don't even have that much engineers, maybe that's not even that good. We'll boost this so we can add another consumption tax, and then we'll come off of it. And now we have big taxes. We haven't even run taxes high. We're going to increase a lot of construction centers, specifically in Ankara. We're going to add a couple. And then, let's see, I'm guessing we want to not do immediately. Oh man, I wish I kind of knew this a little bit better. Hey Andrew, how's it going? Do you plan on puppeting the Protectorates? Not super soon. Eventually, I'm taking requests, so I'm planning on switching off of the Ottomans more than anything. Brazil or Argentina would be cool. We can do... I don't want to do Brazil because we've already done Brazil, but if everyone wants Argentina, we can do Argentina. Who else in chat would like to see Emperor Norton? We'll not do Emperor Norton on request. Because that, I have to do a runoff in the poll, because we might do that for, like, a full run, so... Actually, well, I guess that we could do Emperor Norton. So I think I could start a poll here. Right? Engage with your audience. Start a live poll. Country. And then we'll put Argentina, USA, continuous kebab, and we could also, I guess we could do Ethiopia. So we'll see how that goes, and then we'll do this for a little while longer, or a while longer if it in fact gets the votes. I don't know. I gotta look here. Generally, I like encouraging resource industries, actually. And we see that Bosnia, Sun, can go up to level 48, so I think that what we're gonna do is we are actually going to, cut out one of these. Do this. How's my Bosnia, Sun? And then we're going to encourage the resource industries in Bosnia. I'm becoming increasingly less enamored with encouraging manufacturing in the capital. As time goes on. Oh wait, I have to click ask your community. Whoops. My bad. I apologize. Paraguay is pretty fun. There are only 9 people in this chat, and as of writing. What's an Emperor Norton? A meme of some kind? I actually have to do research if Emperor Norton wins, because I don't know the full backstory, but yeah, it's a meme. He was like a crazy dude who proclaimed himself emperor. Something like this. We will import, we probably need to keep that dye import route. We're gonna look to import, a really big fabric route or a really big grain route. Oh my god, we gotta prioritize imports. Oh no, wait, we can't do grain. We're gonna prioritize export on grains because we do want to try and trigger the thing, but not yet. I guess we could import from Morocco the fabric. I guess we could just wait. We are just eating a pretty big malice here. We'll take it on pause and go at like kind of a more leisurely pace of 4 as we see how... Wait, didn't I create the poll? Is it not working? An error occurred, try again. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Okay. Argentina. Play as... So it's Argentina, Kebab, USA. USA, Kebab, and Ethiopia. Ask community. Bam. Did that work? Oh my god. Rip the dream. It's not working. We can make Max Stirner president of Germany? Alright, so we'll have to ask chat the old-fashioned way. Everyone try and put which country you want, because I can't run the poll for whatever reason. Why is it not doing country? Yeah, let's see if yes and no. Can we ask yes and no? Yes. Do we live in a society? Okay. Okay, so I can't run a 4 thing option, I guess. Okay, so let's try. Oh, some people think we don't live in a society. That's true too. Okay, so let's try something else. Start a poll. Do polls suck? No. Okay, so kebab or new country? Yeah. New country. Yeah, it said country, yes or no. I wanted to see what would cause... So apparently it's me writing in an option that creates the problem. So we'll start a poll and we'll just do kebab. Yes or no. And it will stay on kebab if people want kebab. And we will change something if people want to change. Oh, we could declare wars. That's right. I think we want to dominion them. Blah. This will be really great when the UK joins against us, and then we can just swap countries. Oh, is it not working for that? Why can I not create polls? Okay, it's super, like, buggy. So... Here. I think we puppet, though. Because I think we're going to keep them a while. And we're going to need another boat. I guess it really matters. Oh, Jingos we don't hate. Whispers of Insurrection. Oh, we don't want infamy. And we could probably try and pass some laws. Landed voting would go nice and slow. Yeah, you kind of want to get rid of slavery. Kind of want to get rid of this. Let's go landed voting, though. Okay, let's see if we can... We're going to try this poll one more time. Good Bob. No. Okay, the poll's not working unless we just ask country. Do we live in a society? Yes or no? That's a little bit frustrating. We'll try landing with, I guess, the 15 and the 5, maybe? No, that's a mistake. The 15 and the 55 probably is better. I think we have booty PMs, though. This just probably comes down to knowing which one's best. I think we could afford this right now. And what we'll do is we will keep... We'll just check PMs. We don't have lathes yet, of course. We are on wrought iron already. That's pretty cool. Vineyards don't like a lot of money. You don't say. As the USA, do you have enough boats and troops to subjugate Bolivia at the very start? Yep. I think you do. I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure you do. Hello, Israel. How's it going? Society is just a spook. Facts. Society is not real. It can't hurt you. Is this landing not going to work? This might not work, in which case we will just triple land. See, the fact is, Allah's peace. Hurrah. The truth is that the double and triple landing, like, as a thing, is just really overtuned. Or it's not overtuned, it's like an exploit, right? And we'll just recruit, or we'll promote this general. And this general. Oh, okay, so we gotta recruit a general in the other HQ. Balkans, sure. And Anatolia, I guess. And then we'll just, with each of these guys, we will make a landing. And this is why the USA has enough Navy, by the way. Because one of these guys is going to get in. Because that's how it works. Well, that's not helpful. So, what can we do to empower the Intelligentsia? I guess we could bolster the Intelligentsia instead. So let's do that, because they are in government, and they are... You know, we would love for a way to... Oh, this is more legitimate? I guess we could do this. There's no need to do it yet. It'll just create radicals. Oh, did we get wrecked? With the triple landing, even? The triple dipple? Alright. Didn't want to have to quad land. I guess, so the combat width is based off of infrastructure, and I'm guessing, yeah, this place does not have a lot of infrastructure. And the idea is you'll catch multiple battalions. All of their battalions get assigned to fight in one battle. And then the other one goes through, but it works less when they have a ton of infrastructure. This, in theory, or this should work in terms of the game mechanics, but it shouldn't be a thing you can do. I hope that they take it away in the next patch. I think we'll probably need more of that. And just ramp up construction centers. We probably should just... Yeah, the construction centers should definitely be at the front here. Something like that. Fun fact, the Sultan you have currently dies in 1839 IRL. That is a fun fact. Hopefully he doesn't die. Looks like this bill is not going to get passed. Yeah, this is not going to go through. And we'll see what else we can do. That was probably... maybe that was the only useful one we could have passed. Professional army, we would be about it. This guy's a moderate, though, so he doesn't like it. Our kingdom for a jingoist. TBH. Maybe it's just chill out. We could go dedicated police force. What is the price of our institutions? It's prohibitive. We don't want to do that. We do have enough pop for, you know, for things. And so this is how we get in. Unfortunately, it was our 5-stack getting in, not one of the other boyos. So this is not ideal. Something like that. Try again to get in, stuck in there, because this. Ooh, damn. We'll just do that. I have not done the invasion of Bolivia before, and I do think that the 6 infrastructure is actually what's causing a lot of this to be not as successful as it normally is. Do the Ottomans have a lot of iron mines? They have a pretty solid amount. Here, you see we get 3 battles, and 1 just gets in automatically, and we get the luckier roll of getting the 41er in. So, skill game. We are going to try and... Here, we could actually take a look at the potentials, though. But you have a pretty good amount of iron. I think you have, yeah, you have quite a bit over here. You have a decent amount of coal throughout here. This, of course, is Ottoman sand, so we'll be taking it back soon enough. Now, I think we're on... Are we on wood frame? Yeah, we are on wood frame. So we want to swap over relatively soon. We're trying to bleed this out first. But I think we're going to... I think we can make the swap right now in Bosnia, son. Because this place isn't even fully hired either way. Do we really not have pops there? No, we have peasants. Might be a recognition problem. So, but yeah, they have a decent amount of iron mines. Why don't we put this guy here instead? And should be able to enforce pretty quick on this guy. We'll just assign everyone out here. We'll try and think of where we want our next war to be. And we also puppeted this guy, so that's nice. I think we went for the puppet. Should have gone for the war reps too. Rookie mistake. We're just trying to play fast. I didn't know if we would be continuing on as the Ottomans. Still open to other countries. If people wanted something else. Slavery was not banned in the Ottoman Empire until 1920s. When the Ottomans were already gone by then. Alright, we put puppet Bolivia. Big nice. I think that this might be the best opener, but I'm not really sure. If you're big enough, dowing China is a lot better, but we're not big enough, I don't think. Maybe we could do it. Are they currently fighting? I mean, maybe we could fight China. See, you could do it at a much higher success rate if you just piggyback on Great Britain's war with China. We don't already have the interest there, and it would be a decent amount of infamy because we would go for Beijing and war reparations, but it's so much in war reps. How expensive is... Yeah, it's kind of expensive. Really just trying to ramp up the, As long as it doesn't cause a shortage, I think we want to go that route. But does China have a lot of arable land still? Yeah, it does. It has roughly half, but half of a lot is still a lot. But the main reason we would go for is Beijing, and war reparations are based off of your GDP, and they have the biggest GDP at game start. And so even though they can't, like, utilize a lot of that GDP, they'd still have to pay out on the basis of it. So that's what I'm thinking of now. It's kind of higher risk, though. We were already having problems getting the landing. The idea, though, is that While they are involved with the UK, it is much easier to get a landing and establish a front and start pushing them. And I've done this with Spain, or I did this with Spain several, like a ton of times doing the practice run. I've also practiced it with Ukraine. But we're just a little bit weaker than that, but maybe it's good enough. I don't know. This will be a fun little experiment. We're also a little bit late, or we're going to be quite a bit late, because we should have already had an interest in China. I don't know. If people don't want me to do the China thing, feel free to put it in the chat. I'll be relatively receptive. I think that's there's a good chance it bricks the run a little bit. So we're actually going to save. Or it's like a huge accumulation of infamy for nothing, because we're going to say, give us Beijing, or give us... Yeah, just give us Beijing and war reps. Wait, Britain has land in Japan? Not normally. But 1.3 is also notably... it's hard to tell because I've only done a really high infamy run, but they do seem a lot more aggressive than they were previously. We'll probably just go for just the war reps. We could also splinter China, though. I forget the exact ones. It's like Mongolia, UA, and like Xi'an and something else. Brazil's damaging relations. You love to see it. Alright, we're going to swap the last of these over to Iron Frame. Which certainly will be losing money now. And so the idea is we're going to try and piggyback and land in Beijing or anywhere that Great Britain already has a front. Maybe we should liberate. Mongolia, Zaibei. Oh, we needed an interest in southern China to do the full shebang. I'm not entirely sure we want to kneecap like them that much, though. Oh, just kidding. We can only liberate one other. Oh, this was a 1.3 change. I don't know how I feel about this change. You can only liberate one at a time. So, yeah. We might want to be able to open the market later. No, we'll want to take Shenzi later. So, not being able to open the market. Alright, we have the Slaver and the Royalist. We want either one of those guys to die. That'd be fantastic, yeah. Let's see if... Alright, how exactly do we pop this event now? We need to just get grain to be expensive. We could always just delete grain buildings. I don't think that's the way. I think we probably just want to export it. And we'll increase taxes as we start to run a deficit. I guess we don't need it yet, but actually, we need it to remind us that we can put in a lot more construction. We'll just add a couple of those. But if we export to everyone, even not profitably, will we proc the event? Is the question I have. Or can we just dumpster the PMs? Is that the better way to do it? Like, get soil-enriched farming and then be that for a while and then swap back, something like this? You played a Russia game in this patch, and Britain took the same Japanese island. Interesting. I doubt it's hard-coded, but usually they wait a while to dice up. See, the problem is I don't want to start exporting unless I know I can get plus 25%, because then I'll encourage a bunch of grain buildings in my thing. I guess I could switch it to making just grain. So maintain single crop for now, which will increase the supply of grain. And then I swap when I want to, or sorry, which will decrease the price of grain, and I swap when I want to go the other way. Britain seems to really like taking Japanese provinces now. Yeah, give the food to the people. No, we're not going to do that. We're not about that life. Alright, so let's see. They have land. Just trying to see where we could possibly... It looks like they do have land in Shanjing. So we will try landing Shanjing with quite a few boyos. And we'll just land with our biggest boyos with the understanding that we're going to eat the malice and we just have to fade their ships. They only have a 15 stack of ships, and that 15 stack will hopefully be a little involved with the UK, and we're just looking to get on to the dirt so we can enforce on them and / reland on the capital. Old Ways is activated. People are getting pissed. We're not even passing a law, but we're not very legitimate. So we're going to do this to boost the legitimacy a bit, to help with the loyalists and other guys. We cannot swap this. But freedom of conscience isn't too painful to swap. We'll do that for now, I guess. Give the food to the people. Stonks. Stonks indeed. Yeah, they are getting wrecked. We will put in some more construction centers. Probably not increasing it at the best pace right now. But do want to push the economies of scale, specifically in the iron mines here. Let's actually... yikes, really? Big sigh. Okay, we gotta find another place. Alright, so we do need more tools. We need more everything. Anti-clericalism. It's necessary. Alright. Ooh, and we get a landing, baby. That's not quite the... what I was hoping for with that landing, but okay. I also think that they decay with both the wars simultaneously, which, like, should be a bug, but it's not. Wow, they really put 800 against us? That seems gratuitous. Oh, do we really not have any PMs? I guess we should have swapped this up. We're gonna swap it now. Maybe we're supposed to conscript here. This run was not very well thought out. At all. We'll do some of this action. I think we'll still be able to do this war, though. But not if they peace out with Great Britain too soon here. Also really grim on the, putting 800 on us. It seems like they are not have a lot on the UK, if that's the case. But, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't break our landing, please. So maybe this isn't doable, or it's doable, but we had to swap over the PMs first. Should have taken a closer look at everything that was going on. Do a promotion? Sure. Why not? You've earned it. Russia's belligerent. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. We do something about that. We are already doing something about that. This is one of the reasons why I don't like declaring on one guy's too much. Something like this. Too much iron frame buildings right now, too. definitely... You know what we're going to do is we're actually going to import iron just to try and keep everything... Is that 600? We're going to import iron just to keep everything a little bit smoother. Oh, we don't have an interest in Austria or a shared interest there. That's not ideal. But this should smooth things over a little bit. And I think... Yeah, we're also going to do this to decrease the demand. Man, why you gotta assign 800 to us instead of, like, however much is over there? And we get a revolution triggered. We'll just do this. This is also part of the problem, right? Yeah. Let's take a look at what we can do. This is probably, we bit off too much more than we could chew. It's super doable with Spain and Ukraine. This war. But the convoys are a problem. I mean, they can't enforce us below 0, but we're not in a good place. We could just sit on this war for forever. Or we could load. Or we could just consign ourselves to defeat. Looks like an enforcement does occur here. How much are we decaying them? Not a whole lot. So I don't think this is doable as the Ottomans. Or at least not doable without more prep. Where you piggyback the UK's war. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm just gonna reload though. Maybe I'll do an Ottoman starting steps for 1.3. And it will not feature invading Beijing. They might be like the strongest power that can't manage it. But also the convoys changes like affects things pretty significantly. I have to look up the numbers for that. Okay, so we're just going to declare another war that we know is going to be pretty good. And been a little bit curious about going in through here to get to Transvaal instead of Zulu. And so let's take a look at these two. So we have population of 600k versus population of 800k. And what resources do we have? This has the better coverage into the area, and this has the better resources. So I'm not sure which one's better overall. I'm kind of feeling this one because we already have a decent amount of coal. Going after this, I think we're just going to Dominion them and see how aggressive the AI is about sticking their finger in our pie when we do this. And we'll find a guy who looks alright. And we know we're about to have some significant problems with the iron. Or we are having some significant problems. So we'll import it from the Austrians then. That'll be a pretty big route. We would not mind getting into their market, actually. I don't think we have improved relations with them. So let's stop here. And let's rival someone. And let's improve relations with Austria as well. Spain declares rivalry. Yep, that seems fair. Wouldn't hate national militia over what we have. We were trying to do freedom of conscience. I think freedom of conscience will still be better. Let's see what we can do. Oh, we have to spread out. I forgot. We gotta try and urbanize. Anyway. So we definitely have an urban center here. So, we're gonna need to find places that don't have urban centers yet and try and push them up to having them. Do some of that action, I guess. Have you tried playing Ethiopia? Uniting the tribes seems fun. I haven't tried it, but I agree it looks fun. And so looking to do it at some point. Alright, I believe you can just do this with just a double landing, and that this one's fairly straightforward. But I actually haven't landed these guys before. It depends on the combat width. We'll just do a triple. But if you notice, these guys have more than 3 times the infrastructure that they did over there. Alright. That was a pipe dream. We'll do something like this. Sucks that UK went for Kenya here. This would, if we were sweating this run, this would be a cause for, I think, a restart. Yeah, they're about to... Man, they also get the lucky roll here. Oh, I forgot we have to pass colonization. Our kingdom for a jingoist. Let's take a look if we can get any agitators. Nope, because they're all discriminated. That's dumb. This is another thing I wanted to test out, which is, if you're not European, how hard is it to get agitators? Yeah, this is definitely a reason to read. Will you do a guide with the Indian territory? Honestly, I think I will... I think the amount of usable video I will get, relative to the amount of time I will spend, will be very, very poor. We're just gonna do this, and then if we roll bad, yeah. I think the Indian territory is still gonna be hyper luck based. So... yeah. Who do we need? Probably armed forces? Yeah. Yikes. Is that even worth? Probably worth. Yikes, dude, though. Yeah, the Indian territory just seems like super, super luck dependent. I mean, let's take a look at it now, though. We can do that, unless people really want me to stick on the Ottoman run. The idea was to take requests, so... But I think that it will involve just an enormous amount of, like, re-queuing the run, and I don't think it'll necessarily be that interesting. Does the morale buff on mass conscription make it not worth? We can talk about it. So overall, I like professional army. The main benefit of mass conscription, we don't like this morale loss relative to professional army. And usually you don't want to make use of the 100 conscription level. But if you do want to make use of the conscription level, you also have a much greater conscription rate. You just usually don't want this many conscripts, but if you sometimes do want this many conscripts, then it can be okay. I think it's probably pretty good in multiplayer, where you, like... the AI never declares war on you in such a way that, like, you absolutely, like, it's just gonna be an unhinged type thing. And he plans on playing Prussia in the future. I actually really want to play Germany, but it, like, never seems right, and people never vote on it, but I've never done German unification. Transvaal would be fun to see. Let's try and see if we can do something with the Indian territory, but then we'll probably switch. I think that you have to, like, day one, Dow the US. And if we go for independence here, we can get France and Mexico on our side. And I think it's a matter of getting France to join us. Or Or at least this is what it was. And it used to be you would get France to join, and then they would back down, and then you would go after Texas. And so you'd have to roll good twice in a row, because you'd have to have Texas win versus Mexico, or something like this, and then... But yeah, we could just go for independence. This is my understanding of how you do this, by the way. It's just that, you day one it. And if France can join, you sway France, and if they can't join, you restart. It's a little bit of an oversimplification. Maybe you can wait a little while. But in general, yeah. This is my understanding of it, and so it just involved like a ton of rerolls, and this is kind of why I don't really want to necessarily do one of these runs in particular. I suppose we could have not absolutely led with this, but you know, the idea is kind of there. That we would have to do this very, very early on. And the problem is you just have to get, you have to get France to join. Or you have to wait and see if the UK declares interest in these areas, and then try and do it. But the idea is you declare very early. That's very different than what we tried to do, where we tried to build up enough inside of the USA to eventually get free, and I think you can't do that now. I think you have to declare too many wars after that happens. Like, or we only had like 30 years left, and we needed to do like 7 wars against the US, and that wouldn't have been possible. I practiced Transvaal, like a couple starts with it. Because you can form the UK from Transvaal. You really struggle with a lot of discrimination, but that might help you roll a humanitarian. Let's see here. Something like this, probably. Again, ooh, we start with colonization. That's a little interesting. So I guess we just want to push this into atmospheric engine, maybe water tube boiler immediately. We'll take a look at exactly how much infrastructure we have, but I think we'll probably have enough infrastructure to do that. I don't know. We'll see. And we'll go to decrees, and we will encourage the resource industry, and we will do road maintenance and social mobility for now, I guess. We'll probably be pulling that one relatively early, and then we'll be going... we're gonna first check our military, I guess. I guess we'll go cannon and line. And we don't produce either of those, but I think we can get adjacent to... I guess we shouldn't have gone cannon and line. And we need to go after orangey first. Whoops. Let's go back to the main menu. We are gonna do Transvaal here, though. I think we want to subjugate oranges so we can get market access to Great Britain and import those goods from them. Something like this. I love how now you can tell who's historical because they got the green background. We could just conquer state them. And hope no one joins. And then go recruit general here. Should really learn all of these better. Bum, bum, bum. What are these? We got a slaver versus a royalist versus a moderate. Alright. Do some of this, some of this. And then that should be a pretty good opener. And then we'll encourage resource industries and this and social mobility. The thing is that in terms of authority, consumption taxes are not spectacular early on if you have like nothing in your market for the consumption tax. So what's this? Oh, we rolled a jingoist too? That's probably good. Let's put this guy in for now. We'll probably be using him, but I believe... Oh, we already start with pro army, so... but we can do colonial exploitation super easy as with the jingoist. Or super easily with the jingoist. Let's also check agitators. Giuseppe, okay. You saw the short I made on forming the UK as Transvaal and was thinking of trying it out, but I can barely catch up to GPs even with a good start. Yeah, you just gotta, you know, make the line go up more. It's this hidden strat. We're gonna do the same path. I'm not sure if we want water tube boiler first. We'll just get here and then we'll figure that out. And I think we could just speed 5 for the most part here. The rural folk want national militia. I don't think you're gonna get it, my guys. I think you're gonna be out of... What the fuck? Come on. Up in Transvaal. Come on. We did so much clicking. I'm pretty sure you could just keep reading though until they don't do that. How'd they side with him instantly? Feels like. I'm pretty sure that's the way, so I'm pretty sure we just gotta try and conquer them, but just... Maybe you have to wait a hot minute for the UK to like us? That's kind of weird. We'll do it a different order this way. We'll just start that. We still have the jingoist. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, so let's take a look. How are you guys feeling towards us? Cooperative. We're just gonna save, because we have this already set up. Sad gamer noises, basically. Just trying to vibe, man. Just let me have the first war, Great Britain. Just so used to... been playing France for a little while now. So used to, you know, just being able to do whatever we want. Sad gamer noises, indeed. I always forget, or I sometimes forget you have to click lathes and then cue atmospheric engine, otherwise you're gonna just go straight atmospheric engine. Feels like it should be required. But this should be okay. We're really getting a rev over this? Come on. Oh my god, even the industrialists are on board, stupid pacifist. Nobody likes you. No, this war is fine. This war is super fine. Okay, bud. Covert agitation. Probably doing acquiesce, but what's this one do? Because this one's new. It just sends it forward one phase and pisses them off. Let's not do that. Oh, come on. Our guy died? Really? He was alive for like just 2 minutes. The hell? What's that about? Oh, I forget you could actually lose this war. Maybe we're supposed to recruit one more barracks. And actually defend and like pay attention. We'll nuke their pop strength. Would not mind them getting marginalized, considering they will not like what we're doing. Alright, so we're just going to defend as we recruit up the conscripts. Because defense, you have a little bit more defense. We'll wait until we have that barracks finished. We do. The ethics of exploitation is morally correct. Something, Fort and Anger. We'll let the officers get a little mad. Alright, we'll try and push now. We'll keep an eye on this battles. Alright, looks like we're in okay shape. Perfect. Okay, sounds good. So, how's our queue doing? We got the People's Wealth. That is so expensive right now, but you have to pay. I hate this event. I don't understand. Like, you can just choose to get the progress. Like, either way, you have to pay 2,500, but it's you can just choose to force the rev through. It seems a little insipid as an event. Oh, come on! I don't think we want to split the guy up. All right, cool. Sad gamer noises. Truly a poet. I mean, we can afford the bureaucracy, but we're about to not be able to afford the bureaucracy because I think we're not going to expand the military to take on Zulu and these guys, these cats. Wow, the UK goes for Kenya again. Big annoying. Like, if we were, I think if the UK goes for Kenya, you just, like, restart the round on almost anyone. Unless you just, like, really will never ever get Kenya yourself. We're only gonna have 1 million pops. So maybe we're one of these. Alright, so I think we just immediately incorporate these guys. Can't reset their PMs. They don't have anything built up, but now we have an adjacency with the UK, so we can run some trade routes, but we can't really afford it too many of them. We're gonna put down one of those governments. Wait. Oh wait, no. At the start, we're gonna have simple organization on these. I forgot to check all the PMs at the very start. Secular. I guess there's not a whole lot to check. Oh, is this actually gonna pop? But our capital, I don't know what makes this happen sometimes, but our capital popping makes it so that we could just side with these guys. Yeah, that's fine. Heavy-handedness. Sure. Oh no, we have a revolution. It's upon us. Whatever will we do? We're just gonna switch sides. That's one way to kneecap some landowners. We got the Industrialists and power bomb. Alright. Let's just build one more of these, I guess. Of course, all the things we were doing, we have to redo. Oh, we did that. We did that. That. Oh, we're encouraging, no, resource industries, baby. And then we were bolstering these guys and these guys. And I guess we got enough for a consumption tax, so I guess we'll tax the liquor. Oh, that's a problem. What the hell? We can't put in war goals? That's asinine. Someone can just join against us. No justice either. God. Oh, I guess we should recruit a bunch of these guys, maybe? What's your... You're authoritarian. You're jingoist. You're authoritarian. Alright, we're gonna recruit you. And we're also gonna recruit you. So we can split guys up a little bit more nuanced in a way. God, it's so stupid we can't put war goals in on this guy. That's actually, like, insanely stupid. You can join, you can meddle in our affairs, but we can't punish you for it? Is that what you mean to say? All conscripts are active. Cool. We'll just defend. You have defensive strategists. You should be fine. Do you really need a jingoist for a good Japan run? You don't need it, but it helps a lot because it allows you to pass, like the I forget if they have pro army at the start. They might, but it lets you pass colonization really, really, really fast, and it's not very big investment to just keep re-rolling for it. Is it really that bad if UK goes for Kenya? It happens a lot. It's not apocalyptic, but you can get all of Kenya, and then you can secure yourself all of this, basically. So it makes a big difference, because it means the UK is going to get all of this versus you. And it's something you can identify at like game start, right? So if you want to have a really powerful run, you can check it. Like, I don't think you necessarily care with Transvaal, because you're probably... The UK is probably beating you here anyways. But if you have a decent chance at getting Kenya, and the UK just, like, squeezes you out, then yeah, you should reroll, I think. I just hate that we can't... We're also going to have a truce with this guy, too, which is a little bit silly. I mean, we're just going to go after Zulu instead. We gotta improve relations and such. Do we not have diplomatic interests or something? We have 0 interests. Cool. And I guess we don't have a native interest in where we are. Because we're a revolution. We have eyes only for the blood of our enemies. Alright, cool. I love that this auto-incorporates now, I think, right? We don't even have to wait 5 years. Man, we're so good at this game. Provoke revolution to instant incorporate. And we have a body of people that's... Wait, how are the landowners have this much clout? Their clout's supposed to go to 0. They revved. What the fuck? Is that a bug? And he's pacifist, too. Oh, rip the dream. That has to be a bug, right? Oh, that's stupid. I think landed voting we want to go more in the direction of... Actually, we kind of want the Industrialists to get powerful, like... first, but maybe we just want to pass it now because it takes forever to pass stuff now, so just put that in. What the fuck? Okay, with our victory in the revolution, the provincial government under Wessels is now able to formalize its desired rule over Transvaal. The power of the president will see us through future crises. Oh, well, this is fantastic. We're gonna do parliament. Cool. Oh, we can do parliament again. Double parliament? Bam. So that's happy gamer noises, I guess. This is... They're supposed to be 0 clout, though, because they revved against us. Ever since you started playing Vic 3, you have really hated, begun to hate the British. Yep. One reason you really like the T-Wars of the France Empire run. Yep. Yep. Did you see the India run too? That was good memes as well. Oh, we don't have... We also didn't get the colonial affairs through. The thing... God, that's stupid. Oh, that was what we rebelled against. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Oh, were we the landowners? Did they rebel? My brain. It hurts. Alright, so we need to increase demand for wood. Or no, we just need stuff to wait. Yeah. Yeah, then that happens. Then this employs up. Got it. Yep. We're going to need a tooling workshop, and we are going to need a government administration. Maybe we don't want the tooling workshop here, though. I guess we want it here. And we're going to put it on auto-expand. And continue on our merry way. Yeah, the British is just highly aggressive. We're going to actually save because of the British, and then go after Zululand here, I think. But yeah, I don't know. The diplomatic plays are just hyper asinine, and like I think that, like, yeah, they're cautious here, so they almost certainly join against us when we go after Zulu here. So just to illustrate why Britain sucks. Oh, I don't even think we win this war before we get on to PMs. So let's do that. And I guess we wait then. And we are going to need to import this from the British. And import this from the British. And now we really need that gov administration, which is why it's so good we queued it up. We're so smart and handsome and good at this game. Something like this. Are you Canadian or American, eh? I am American. And by American, I mean from the United States of America. Technically, both Canadians and those from the United States are both Americans. In some sense. If I was not from the United States of America, I would actually be annoyed that Americans call themselves Americans. But as an American, I call myself American. I think that was directed at me, but maybe it was directed at you, Tim. Hey, we discovered gold! We're so good at this game! Yay, this is why you play Transvaal! I do think we were probably going to want to start upping taxes, though. Start stemming the bleeding. But this is going to help out a lot, too. Yay, we're making money. Money moves. Nice. Yeah, Transvaal is a super interesting one. Transvaal, Mexico, and I think New South Wales have disproportionately like high amount of gold relative to their start. So restore landed voting. What? What is this? We're enacting it. How can we restore? Come on, my guy. All right, we're gonna save and take a swat at Zulu. I've never heard a Mexican or Canadian call themselves Americans. No, they don't. But just because they don't doesn't mean that they're not from the region in the world called the Americas. If a Mexican called themselves an American, I'd be like, wow, that's kind of cute. I would find it amusing, not incorrect, because they are from America, right? Or the Americas. Did they remove the gold mine from California? No, it's still there. Or you mean the starting gold mine? I don't know. If there was a starting gold mine before and there is one now or whatever. Pretty sure we win this and we don't need to conscript. Yeah. Yeah. And then we're going to build 2 boats, I think. God, I really want to get into their market, though. Let us be inside of you. Will you let us be inside of you? Hey, yo, girl. Alright, we get landed voting. Now, hopefully this changes up things a little bit. Certainly nukes a lot of this. I love this new tooltip. I guess we'll just wait and see how stuff shakes out. We are going to need to build some boats. Yeah, I think Orangey is the place with the most gold. They added some gold in Morocco, but it's really not a lot. Wow, we just luck-sack Matt spreading Napoleonic warfare first. How good are we at this game? Obviously not good enough to actually put in active research. That would be too good, but other than that, yeah. Now we could probably do lathe into atmospheric engine, actually. Or, sorry, lathe into atmospheric into water tube. Something like this. Alright, we want our boats and we want them now. We'll add a port. And then a couple of boats. And then we'll probably need a shipyard. Rip the dream, dude. Cool, we don't have any of those yet. We'll take a save and we'll go after Gaza. Right? We'll take a save and we won't do anything. Why can't we declare war on them? Are they in a different region? We have truce. Ah, yeah, because they were able to join against us and the freaking... That's cool. That's definitely makes a lot of sense. Okay, I think we're waiting to the election, yeah, to see what we can do and maybe try and get colonization. Did they change the employment for boats? Could you be more specific? What do you think they might have changed? Or we could actually... Wood's real expensive. We finished this, but there's no demand. Because we didn't turn this on, because we're big brain. And then these should... The demand should go way, way up. I think I do want to finish the iron mine before the port. This can go to the bottom, I guess. Can we please get in your market? Pretty please. Can we do this? No. You're cautious, but you're cordial. Really hate having that truce. If you mean, does it still require non-discriminated pops? My guess would be yes. So that probably will be a source of struggle for us. A particularly large source of struggle. But we need to expand. If you're not using your infamy decay, you're losing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep. I mean, in theory, their pops can move around a little, but we discriminate against these boyos. This is one of the problems with, you know, Zulu, or sorry, Transvaal, is it's a super high, the high discrimination start. But I think we could add construction. That was about to finish, so let's just finish it. We add another. Let's just check our laws real quick. Yeah, so we do want to go LF, but it's not a very high priority. Who wants to ban slavery here? The Intelligentsia and the trade unions. These guys are pacifists, so they don't even support it. And our election finished. And so we can do this. And And we can... Wait, no, we needed the Intelligentsia. We take it back. Let's ban slavery while we have a pacifist as our guy. It's even more painful now with multiculturalism being hard to get. So, my sample size is really small. I'm uncertain multiculturalism is actually harder to get, though. In some ways. You can't use the path to liberalism to force a radical anymore. Or you can, but it doesn't do anything as far as, you know. But I don't know. I feel like if you are European, you know, it helps out a lot. We have to not discriminate based on religion, though. Wow, we gained one setback. Come on. Can we just banish slavery? Can we just get rid of it? Please. Please. Oop. And we're gonna swap this to wrought iron. Now, unfortunately, do need a lot more stuff going on. Or just need more construction. We'll get through this. We should be better at this game, right? Yeah. Let's just kick these to the back, because they do have the problems right now. What's the turmoil? Do we have any turmoil here? We do. Which is giving us negative state construction efficiency, of course. I really didn't feel like micromanaging this type of thing, but I think we have to. So we're going to stop bolstering some boyos. You probably don't need it as much as the Intelligentsia does. We're going to do this, and we are going to... Let's see. Minus state penalties from turmoil. Yay! We're going to do that in Zululand first. And then we're going to build the ports and the naval bases. And then we'll swap it over to the other ones. This is the way. That way we're only getting minus 37% instead of the huge, huge malice. We also have a little bit of extra authority. We definitely don't want to be paying that much, but we could do this and then add fancy clothes. Something like this. Yeah, I'm sure you want national militia, but I'm sure we don't want to pass it. So we'll do this. Wow, auto-queuing up one of these. I guess we'll turn on lathes immediately. Fantastic. We needed more demand for tools anyways, so that's good. You tried exiling so many IG leaders to get an anarchist or a humanitarian. It took me like 30 years, and you researched human rights and feminism. Yeah, that sounds grim. That's what I mean when I say small sample size. See, I was just super handsome and good at the game, so I just randomly got a humanist on my super caked up trade unionist. That's satirical, by the way. God, this construction's taking us a hot minute. And then we gotta move it back to Transvaal. Maybe this isn't even worth this naval base at this point. Well, the port lets us trade with everyone. God, I don't know what's worth and what's not. What would be great is if they liked us and we could join their customs union. But I think we need the port before we can do that. You did get an anarchist, but it's 0%, yeah, clout roll folk. Yeah, the truth hurts. I think maybe we don't need the shipyard, except we kind of do need the shipyard. Except maybe we don't need the shipyard. I don't know. Just import the stuff, the things. But we're paying for military PMs right when we're not making use of them. I guess we conquer this guy now, so we're gonna save. If you're not using your infamy decay, you're losing it. This run feels as not optimized as you could go. But yeah, I guess we could have rolled back the PMs and ended the trade routes to save money and then did a different trade. Something like this. To be fair, multiculturalism is this game's, by this game's definition, wasn't even in America till the late 1960s. I don't even think it's in America today. And don't agitators make law passes easy peasy now? Yeah, it does. I think they have to tone it down on two fronts. They have to make laws a little bit easier to pass without agitators and a little bit harder with agitators. But I think the idea is interesting. Like, I think it's overall correct as well. We're not getting any migrants right now anyway. But I think that, I mean, I've complained about this a lot. I think that they should make, empiricism is nice to not spread. I think that they should make it, harder to get, they should nerf, multiculturalism rather than just making it harder and harder to get. A truly multicultural society you do not create through legislation. So, it would be a cultural shift, and I don't think that is correctly represented in, like, having multicultural laws and this sort of thing. The law should be easier to pass. It should be significantly worse. And I think that's how they should handle it. But instead, I think they want to hold it up as some sort of ideal for idyllic reasons. And this is coming from someone who is like, I say this on a lot of streams, I identify as a humanist. I think there are drawbacks to migration, even though I'm pro-freedom of movement. It's easy for Western countries, playing something like Japan or China is hardest. Yeah, so this is like my problem is like, they're creating like a historical sandbox where you can have this great effect on like trajectory of stuff, but like all of the preset guys are like European, man. Like, what are we supposed to do with that? Really hate that the capital has a bunch of turmoil, but what can you do? Oh, it's all gone now? Is that even our capital? No, okay, so Transvaal has no turmoil now. You don't get non-discriminated agitators often. I think we'll pull back off this and try and get our stuff done in the other ones that we were kind of hoping for, and then we can come here and get rid of the violent suppression, right? And then we can violent suppress over here, I guess. Where's the area? God, we were supposed to juggle around this queue, but I really don't feel like juggling around the queue, but it's like really correct for us to juggle around the queue. God, the truth hurts. Alright, let's just do what we're supposed to do. We really want the second iron mine. That way we can turn on iron frame buildings. I guess we could just turn on iron frame buildings if we have a place that has exactly one construction center. I don't think we have that, though. Law debate failed, you're telling me. Got an election coming up. Let's check our agitators. Yeah, so we gotta stop discriminating so we can try and pull in agitators. Because if we could get this market like Liberal Boyo or whatever, that would help out a lot. But it's religion, I think we're discriminating based on. We're Protestant instead of Catholic. Terrible. Yeah. We'll do that. Your message was in reference to laws should be nerfed. The multiculturalism? Yeah. I mean, I think that they need an overlay of culture on top of laws, and that there should be like multiple things going on. What can we do? Ooh, for a Klondike bar. We could do this. But we can't. Because they want this and this. And that is not legitimate. Alright, we'll just keep it as it is. Currently. I'm just trying to keep an eye. Yeah, so this is perhaps a reason to not want to go at this current point in time laissez-faire, because the auto queue is not sensitive, I think, to the huge construction malice in the same way we are. This place really not employing up. Actually, so then, yeah, let's turn this on. Instant shortage, because we're demanding a whole lot of it. But we can go atmospheric engine pump, and then it'll be a shortage of that, and then we can do that. And this should kind of figure its way out. And we'll get a little bit more construction here. How are you going to deal with turmoil? Or if it were to get worse? I mean, if we have a small enough number of stuff, we can use, to some extent, we can use the edicts. We're gonna put that in. But, I mean, we have a ton of, yeah, we're just gonna use edicts to try and deal with it. Been getting a little bit unlucky with this business. Haven't gotten past sponsorship. Maybe, let's just check the clout. Maybe we just need to come off of it and try and do something a bit more productive, because I think that the Industrialists can pass stuff, although we don't want... We would like... We can't do commercialized agriculture. I guess this is kind of what we want, other than wanting to go freedom conscious total separation. But slavery, we've gotten a little bit of progress on the banning of slavery. Just play ethno-state China? Yeah, basically. China's got some problems, though. Does railroad spam happen to you as well when you switch to electric railroads? Well, when you swap, you will have a glut of infrastructure. And so you want to swap over slowly, and it's pretty tedious. But I think if the auto queue is overbuilding them, you might just be underbuilding other stuff. You know what I mean? It will build when it doesn't need the infra, but it's building because they're profitable. If they're profitable, then it's like super fine if they build. The problem is if they're profitable and then they become less profitable, then you're stuck with the build because you have to sub them. Looks like this is kind of figuring its way out here. Maybe we let this cotton plantation finish. It is really suffering, though. In terms of speed. Gold's depleted, and for Sat, will you still please stop being cautious with us? Alright, we got one. Protectionist, abolitionist. Alright, we'll take the abolitionist. We can officially declare war on Bahrain, who has no defense. That's unfortunate, but it does let us go for gold mines, so let's take a look. We do have infrastructure problems. We're going to put those at the back of the queue. We're going to kick these all to the bottom. Once this iron mine finishes... This is super oscillating, but once this iron mine finishes, I think we will be able to swap stuff. Will we actually need another tooling workshop? No, this tooling workshop just needs to employ more. But you're having problems because you can't find capitalists. Pain. Let us in. Let us into your market, please. Pain. South African area is such a mess at the start. 2 of the starts are actual 0 tech, and the other 3 have every tech, but every pop not bower or similar discriminated. Yeah. Yep. Just experiencing that exact thing. Because we just can't do anything over here. I think we're gonna swap all these up. Although I don't really need them at this point. And I'm guessing we don't have enough mana wars, but it's not too big a deal. I think we'd lose more money from the thing. We also need another one of these. Pain all around. Yeah, it's basically what happened. Built so much of them subsidies. Yeah. You just gotta build more other stuff. But yeah, that is less so been my experience. So this guy's protectionist. So he opposes free trade. What a useless industrialist. Water tube boiler. So I guess it was correct to go water tube first? No, maybe it wasn't correct. We're having some significant problems, though. I think we can probably go on to iron frame, though. Ugh. I do not like any of this. Sure, let's do that. We need... Give us the pops, please. We're also Protestant, so I guess we do want to be in specifically the British market. But what if they siphon off our Boer pops? That'd be terrible. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Built so much that my subsidies became too much. So I've experienced the AI overbuilding them, and then you conquer territory that has the too many railroads, and then you get wrecked. But I've not experienced as much problems with it overbuilding in my market. And then, yeah, you can't downsize because of LF. I think that it would definitely be appreciated if you could specifically downsize them. God, it takes forever to pass laws now, though. And this is like, so yeah, maybe if you're not Western, this is just super hosey. Because the mechanic is like, it's super slow to pass laws unless you can get agitators, but all the agitators are fucking these, like, European boyos, right? Or none of these guys are Protestants, so you can't invite any of them. So, like, it's a mechanic that's, like, only fleshed out. Basically has, like, the same problem as the other ones, where it's, like, only fleshed out for, like, Great Britain and France or whatever. I think we'll do this. Actually, we don't have any fertilizer right now, and I don't want to swap these other guys over to fertilizer. We definitely will swap these guys up, though. I'm not sure the best resolution here. What sucks is labor-saving PMs can't help us. Because our problem, it only gets rid of laborers, which we don't have a problem with. Yeah. Maybe the migration laws should be expanded, so who can migrate is based on the law rather than citizenship law. I think there should be multiple levels of discrimination. And that there should be, like, nuance. Different laws for internal and external. Yeah, I think it's important that, like, for example, the East India Company doesn't allow an exodus of their pops, like, to Great Britain, because, whoa. Seems a little early for this, but okay. When you're doing Gigapriya, you always go off of laissez-faire to protectionism or anything else. I think that's a mistake, but sound off. I think the laissez-faire is really good. Wait, I thought you had no turmoil. Why do you have a negative state Why do you have turmoil now? You didn't have turmoil before. Terrible. I hate micromanaging violent suppression as well as a gameplay pattern, but I think it's super correct to do here. Just so we, you know, this state construction efficiency malice is cut in half. Minus 50%, yeah. Or is it more than cut in half? It's like additive with our other law. do think we need some paper sometime in this bizzle, though. Can we, like, get into your market, please? This also might be a reason to reroll, is because they developed a cautious attitude, which they're not coming off of, even though we're plus 50 with them. Oh, we meant to start a war. That's right. I guess we'll save, because it says Kebab's going to side against us. That sucks, because this is the only war we could start right now. Did I finish the shipyard? Maybe. I think we did finish. Nope, we didn't finish the shipyard. We shelved it. We just decided we're going to eat really expensive mana wars for forever. That's radical, dude. It is radical. Well, you don't want to micro all the states, conquered states, unable to downsize? That's fair. Hey, Paulo, how's it doing? Well, it looks like no one's going to join in. Huzzah. We will get Bahrain. We, of course, can swap that declared interest now. Over here. And it looks like things are starting to pick up a little bit. We are having some problems, though. We need these railroads. Yeah. Pain, dude. Really? Succession movement? Terrible. Can you show us where the succession is instead of sounding off? Nope, I guess not. Is this a bug? Thank God. Maybe they should downsize buildings on recently conquered territory, even if you have LF. Or you should be able to. I mean, I think the downsizing's like really artificial or something. You know, I think that ideally, like, the one manufacturer should be able to like buy out the other. We automatically get Bahrain because they don't have troops, or something like this. I'm assuming we're gonna have the same problem that we had in this. It's going to be landing anything. It's going to be impossible. This is a bit rough. Luckily, we do not need to land to expand from here. So now... Oh, but we're not next to Nejd, are we? We actually do need to land. God, that's so stupid. This annoys me. Oh, did they fix it? No, they didn't. So there's visibly a road that travels from Nejd into Bahrain, yes? They're not considered connected, I believe, unless you have the Trugal states. So this road that goes into Bahrain, it doesn't go into Bahrain. So if we declare war on Nejd, we will not have military access into there. Which would be the next thing. Maybe they changed that in 1.3? I guess we could take a look. We desperately need the railroads. And we ban slavery. Woohoo! We need railroads so bad. I guess we'll stop. Whoa. Do we really want to finish this? God, we can't even employ this one, though. It's got a negative balance. Okay, so I think we gotta instead swap to finishing out the Zululand stuff. So we will come in here. Where's the decree? Oh, we lost the decree? Okay. We took it off. So we are just going to come in here and we are going to... I guess we could road maintenance Versat, though. That's probably decent. And then lift the liquor tax and violence suppress Zululand. Kick this to the bottom and build up in Zululand here. And we'll just find a couple things to build in Zululand right now. I guess we'll build one of these and we'll put it on auto expand, something like this. A foreign manifesto. Well, I think we kind of like political movements. These guys want dedicated police force. That's fine, dude. Wait, why can't we pass it? Are we not legitimate? Okay. Okay, so we'll do this to get legitimate enough to pass a law, and we will go dedicated police force. Yep. Happy times. Have you done the Haiti run? I wasn't even planning. Oh, have you done a Haiti run? I wasn't even planning it. I have not done a Haiti run. I've heard they are interesting. Now that you think of the problem, it's probably that PDX wants to jam immigration laws, discriminatory laws, and American-style local private discrimination into one system. Yeah, I think that there's, like, being politically correct is, like, something that they care about. They don't want to make multiculturalism bad and slavery good. Also, I think the game system does correctly model things if those are good, right? Maybe go for Montenegro. I would love to go to Montenegro, but it got nerfed. It's no longer coastal. Really hate this. I thought it was the coolest thing how good Montenegro was as a place to conquer, and now you can't go for them anymore. To be fair, Bahrain is the island. They probably lumped Qatar in later in development. That is fair. But, well... Yeah, I suppose, yeah, I mean, that's very fair. But I visually do not like this. Going in and implying that we could start a war there when we can. Yeah. Austria blocks the port. Let's see if we can reform the government to become a little bit more legitimate. This is kind of the government we want anyway, so let's do it. Now we're running this malice, but I think that's fine. Now we have the Liberal Party in charge. I think we want to get off of landed voting in the near-ish future. Mechanical tools, god, we're so far off of railways. It was such a mistake. Like, this is usually when I prep runs, I flesh out whether or not going for water tube boiler is good. It does not appear to be good. But we can save, and I can show you guys that we can't go for Najd here. It looks ridiculous. Yeah, let's... I mean, we might be able to... So if we had 2 boats, we could do Najd, but we don't have that second boat. And maybe if we Dominion them, they'll just back down, though. I mean, this is a fair bit of exploitative stuff. But also what we wanted to do with, like, going after Brunei. Well, let's just conquer them, and so we can see. Also hate that you don't need to make this primary, and they will be like, oh no, you'll annex me. Oh, yep. Can't do it. I would start a... I'm pretty sure Brunei will back down, but it's like, it's so gamey to do that, yeah? Cuba, Haiti are both nice. Cuba's probably easier. Texas seems easier to win with. I have no idea. Is there any other place that starts with 0 military that anyone is aware of? I mean, oh no, we can't go after... Oh, I guess Mara. Alright. That's all we can do, really, right? Just keep landing these guys. Probably should actually not be paying for the military, then, I think. Can't wind it down. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, I think we start incorporating. Isn't it supposed to tell me? If to really come through here, it's 20-year incorporation. That is rough. I do not think we want to pay for a 20-year incorporation, except maybe in Bahrain, because Bahrain is super cheap. Yeah. And eventually we'll have a lot of pops. Yeah, I mean, the Bahrain situation is just visually very annoying, but... Or it's not even, I don't know, it's not even that big. It's not that big a deal. I try not to whine about things that are not important. I don't think it's important. It's just like making fun of the game. This connecting to this is wild, though. Right? Mara connecting to, do this connect? I guess we could start fights. Yeah, Bahrain's connected to literally nothing, so you can't start any fight except with the Trucal States. But I think here we'll be able to go after Oman, which will actually be very nice. Especially because they have Zanzibar and stuff, so I think we'll probably just, like, puppet or Dominion them. Probably Dominion. And so... I guess maybe we should have gone to Mara first. I guess we'll do this. Getting a little bit unlucky, I think. Just a little bit. Mara into Oman. Yeah, maybe even Somalia since they have a border. No, Mara is a peaceful planet. We have no weapons. Not today, you're not. And we get another separatist movement. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, we were just building up some industry there, but yeah. It seems like revs and separatists are like way easier to happen, so we're only unacceptable now though, and those guys are really caked up, so hopefully we can get this through, finish getting this through. We are on study with it. We will incorporate this one as well for reasons previously mentioned. Super nice that they're on that. And now I think this is our first fishing wharf. We can put it on fishing trawler. Or, well, actually, no. We're going to run a shortage. God. Great Britain, please. Let us into your customs union. My kingdom to be in a customs union. Real talk. Will the French take us? No, they don't have... They're not even interested in us. We'll probably land this from the back. Why are they so much better than us? And we won that battle? How? Wait, what? Okay. I guess we'll continue. That's wild. Portugal's super strong. You can quickly take Guangdong and then go over to South America and blah blah blah. And go big enough army to take on Spain. I don't know if I'd call him super strong. But you can definitely do a lot with them. Yeah. You're definitely not in an insanely bad situation with them. I think we do want to go separation of religion. The atheist pope run's gonna be like tough. I think that's the one that's gonna win the next poll. But like intentionally discriminating against a ton of pops is gonna be really rough. I think we'll have to proactively grab a lot of Chinese provinces and then convert the discriminated pops. It's gonna feel bad, man. Can you hopefully that's not nudity in my no nudity settings. Excuse you. We are streaming here. Like gentlemen. I think that was it didn't show anything, but I do think he was nude. That is not how we're supposed to do it. Alright, well, why are our things trying to swap to all the bad PMs? Alright, we're gonna wrought iron tools. Definitely not going to do that one. I think we do have to do simple filing cabinets because we don't have the other stuff. Can't do secular because we're state run. I mean, we don't have any fertilizer. I don't really want to turn it on and the other things. We could go fishing trawlers now, though, I think. Let's see how that tick moves. And then we can Dow Oman, so we'll take a save, and then I think we'll Dominion them. Though Portugal should start with a defensive pact with Great Britain, which was historically true at the time. I actually practiced Portugal a ton in 1.1, and then the strategy I was using did not work in 1.2. I was so sad because I never got to make a video. Alright, we'll see how this shakes out. It'd be super nice to get 2 free interests in regions, though. Maybe there should be a way to accelerate certain plays, namely secessions and native uprisings. I think you should just be able to be involved in multiple plays at once. And if they don't do that for 1.4, I'm gonna have a freaking heart attack. We really just getting all the setbacks, huh? But it's just not reasonable. You know? Alright, where is it building stuff? I think we have... Do we have turmoil in Zululand now? Come on. Oh my god. So much turmoil all the time. Alright, so... We're building right now in Versat, which means we should put down the thing. What? So stupid. Fruit is expensive. Alright, well, you got me. It looks like we can't make it... What? Oh, fruit's 200. Okay, that makes sense. We will do violent suppression right here. I think we will stop promoting social mobility so we can keep another tax in. So we can keep the tax on services. And that will nuke down our negative state construction efficiency. Are we just supposed to... Maybe we're supposed to build more agriculture, because agriculture proportionally requires fewer non-discriminated pops. Maybe this is underexplored on my part in terms of strategy. It probably is. That's probably what you're supposed to do. My brain's not big enough for that-ish. Oh, we should have gone for war reps too. Terrible. How's our clout looking? Hey. Hey. Alright, super cool. We've passed 2 laws in 12 years. Actually, have we even? I think we've passed 1 law in 12 years. And we need to not discriminate. We need to not discriminate so we can call in an agitator. Yeah. So I think we're supposed to do this, which was breaking our ability to call in agitators. But yeah, I think that I don't know. It should be a little bit easier without them. Are we getting wrecked, son? I think this is shipyard, so I guess we'll turn on one of these for convoys, which will make this more profitable, at least. And this will give us some convoys, which will give these guys a supply, which will hopefully allow them to win this. They should be able to win it, I think. At least if they're not going to let you stand down troops. Yeah, I mean, I definitely hope they let you stand down troops. That is, like, yeah, super asinine. Finally, a good event. Okay, I think we do this. Multiple plays at once can be tied to GP rank in texts like multiple lateral alliances. Maybe. I mean, I think that if you're not sufficiently strong, just multiple wars at once should brick you just organically, you know, if you're trying to do too much at once. Yeah, sir, we can't start a war with Germany. The Jola people are rising up. What? Exactly. It's very immersion breaking to be a TBH. Wow, we're actually getting wrecked here? Come on, really? Alright. I feel it. I get you. God, I think this wrecks our economy, but we just, like, need to not lose this. So, please and thank you. We do have a bunch of this now, so we are going to start incorporating. I think the incorporation's worth more than running a couple trade routes. Maybe not. It's 20-year incorporation, but we'll get a big chunk of it through. I don't know. Maybe we should actually just delete some of the government bureaucratic. And why are we still building more? I mean, we don't need... whatever. This is almost done. We're just going to let it finish. But it's, like, super not what we need right now. We actually desperately need steel somewhere. So let's put it here. Getting this economy off the ground is friggin' rough with all the discrimination, though. We got the French Republic. Can we just one time? Yeah, I think that you definitely want to re-roll. Like, getting in the UK's market would be huge, and we just can't do it. Wow, are we really losing? Good thing they're willing to concede. Alright. Let's just check our infamy. It's 0. So we probably just conquer this. Alright, we're gonna take a save. Did you know that Napoleon's third and only son died in the Battle of Zulu along the British? I did not know that. I actually don't know a tremendous amount of history from this time period. This is not my wheelhouse when it comes to history. I guess we just conquer. Does anyone know if this actually goes across? Oh, we don't have a diplomatic interest in the region. We have it in Zanj. Because the janky African fronts usually make wars a lot less fun. Yeah, they definitely do. I don't know, the entire war system just blows, but that's not what the game is about. The war support system makes no sense to me. It's better than 1.1. It's like improved. It's still not great. 1.1, you would just land their capital and insta-capitulate people. It was really stupid. Does anyone know if this is actually a land bridge? I guess we'll save and find out. We're kind of just testing and goofing around this stream anyways. We got a revolution. Homeboy wants the oligarchy. You don't say. Foreign emulation. What succeeded in Portugal? Alright, you guys are behind me, so I'm just gonna take a save and we're gonna go for Margentine if we can, and we're gonna go for the other one if we can't. I suppose in some sense I'm still taking requests, but I think everyone's kind of here for the Transvaal now. So wild that this is land bridge connected. I think that that's insane. And Bahrain isn't. Alright, we'll just let it go ahead. The protest isn't real, it can't stop us. We could probably be microing our things a little bit better. By our things, I mean, wait, didn't we put down the turmoil thing? I guess they have no turmoil, so it went away. I'm so confused. I thought we had the Turmoil Edict right there. Okay, we have it here, where we don't need it. And I think we're going to build engines here. And so I guess we'll just preemptively, so we don't forget, put down... Oop. I guess we should add some more construction, but we'll just... something like that. There is a Discord. His son, however, was not as powerful. There is a Discord. Give me a sec, I'll scoop up a link. Will we dignify him in handcuffs? I think they're still too powerful for that-ish. Yeah, we'll just do that. We want this to go through a little bit faster, I guess. I don't really like that agitator. Let's see if we can get ourselves a Discord link here. I'm super not, Alright, this one expires in 7 days, but that shouldn't matter. When you were doing the recording, did you know the word necrocracy off the top of your head, or did you have to look it up? I knew it off the top of my head. It was a Christopher Hitchens bit that I was familiar with, where he's talking about North Korea being a necrocracy, because the official leader of North Korea is still Kim Jong, whichever Kim Jong is in, it's still technically his dad is the official leader. So they are officially ruled by a dead person, the supreme leader. And so, yeah, they are a necrocracy. They are ruled by the dead, and the dead keep it. And so, a little tongue-in-cheek Christopher Hitchens talking about them being a necrocracy. I really want to get rid of some of these. I guess we're just going to run this Oppo approval malice until we get railroads. Yeah, the truth hurts. We'll put that next. There is a Discord. I need to figure out how to be more active on the Discord, though. I must admit. Holy shit, though. If Great Britain would just, like, let us into the customs union, this run would actually be infinitesimally easier. This thing doesn't progress, it regresses, right? Yeah, that is how that works. I hope we put annex. Yeah, we did. I wish guys would auto-capitulate when they're, like, willing to capitulate. I think it's stupid that that's not how that works. Alright, so... Can't get rid of the barracks, unfortunately. But we can just go on a rampage through here. I think the strategy is to go through here for when we eventually pass colonial exploitation, which I guess we can go for now. And then we go Galendi into Borna into Kaffa. Not that I think we cut off Great Britain very effectively here, but... Should we save, or should we just YOLO? The siren fills me with fear, so I think... You're very welcome, Kaisermeister. Yeah, Discord's not... my... The only Discord I'm active on is my own, and I'm not the most active on that. I should, yeah. I already said I should be better about it. Whoa, that seems like we're losing a lot of money. What's that about? Just so much for government wages, really? Yeah, that makes sense. I get. Oh, we can't downsize with a rev brewing. You'll have to see it. Is it really just we added 2 construction centers and that just wrecked our economy? Is that what's going on right now? I guess it is. With the age of senators in America, I'm not sure what that's referring to. Are you talking about us passing the debt ceiling? Because that was pretty cool. So is this Mexico border here. Classic. Gotta love the Necrocratic People's Kingdom of Korea. They are a republic. Every year they win with 103% of the vote. I actually can't remember if it's like a republic for the supreme leader. Yeah. I mean, this thing's supposed to not tick above 64 unless we poke the bear too much. And Molson says, hey man, how's it going? Just wanted to say you really enjoy watching the gameplay videos. Hey, thanks man. I'm glad you enjoy them. Thank you for watching. It's definitely, watching definitely keeps the lights on. I love this event, because once they're already a grifter, you could just keep doing it. We don't like this guy anyways. So, the people's wealth, it's being grifted. I hate this event though. I think this event is silly, because it's literally, there's no trade-off. We are so smart, we're about to finish this right at the same time we're getting railways, because we're so smart and so good at this game. So smart. The best. The best gamer in the history of gaming. And then we'll get rid of the edicts in the hands of the state. Yeah. Popular playwright will give us that prestige, yo. We want it. God, this feels so bad, but I guess that this is the way to expand as anyone. I didn't realize that Mara, like, had 0 military, and you could just always go Mara into this route. I guess this is just the way when you start out with 0 boats. This is the way. This is the path. Maybe I can make a video on this. To be honest, at least they have 100. At least they have 100% voter turnout. You know, Australia has mandatory voting. I generally am pro people being able to make their own decisions, but I kind of like the mandatory voting shtick. I think maybe they should do it in the US. Go after Barana here. I think we just conquer state through them, because we, yeah, have like no infamy. Are we cowards? Are we supposed to save? Whoops. Finger slipped. Hopefully the UK allows it. Hopefully they allow us into their market. Holy shit, dude. God, they're wary now? Come on. That means we definitely should have saved, because they, like, probably side against us. Literally been improving relations with them since the start. Shewa sides with Barana. Where's Shewa? Can't get to them. Okay. Not gonna do anything about that. Tigray sides with Barana. Again, can't get to them. Not gonna do anything about that. When there's only one voter. Facts. The truth hurts. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the official system is. I mean, like, Russia's officially a democracy on the books. I'll take that, I guess. Probably should have checked the approval. Yeah, the approval's already sky high. Man, it'd be super nice to actually make use of the migration attraction, no? Too bad we can't. God. We literally would just become your protectorate. I'm not saying if you whipped it on the table, we would slurp it up, but if you whipped it on the table, we would slurp it up, you know what I mean? We're just gonna join France's market, though. Oh. Forgot we gotta research stuff. I think we might do canneries into... No. We want some of this stuff. We want egalitarianism, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Alright, France is okay with us. Can we join your customs union? No, but... Wait, why can't we... Ask this. Oh, we have to be at peace? They have to be at peace? Okay, we're gonna do that. And then, one day we'll pass this into... we need to go off of different religion. We progressed to study, though, so... whatever. Not fully reading all these. Democracy, some restrictions may apply, basically. Australia's system, they just tax you like $50 and then it's a national holiday. $50 if you don't vote. I don't know. People complain about politicians a lot, but to be honest, we need a smarter electorate. Our electorate's a little dumb in the United States. Alright. Are you at war, France? You are. Oh, we could declare war on you. Ha ha ha, oui oui. I guess we'll go after Kaffa. I guess we'll take a save, because the UK hates our guts. Man, it sucks that they hate us. Because we will accept their pops. I guess we want to start incorporating some of this stuff. It's a really long play type of thing. Like, it's not going to matter because we're probably not continuing this run, but does staying off the highest level of taxes do anything if 1/3 of the country is radical anyways? Well, it helps to bring it down. I mean, yeah, we kind of need that now. Oh, our economy is actually ruined. Ruined. The problem is we're in this rev and we can't downsize anything, which is kind of disgusting. I mean, do we hate a rev that much? Of course, if we're a protectorate, Daddy will put down the revolutions, so we don't really need to worry about it, but this is a problem. Who are they fighting? Is that Russia? We're fighting Great Qing. You want a treaty port and humiliate Russia. Okay, I can get down with that. If you side with one of them on their wars, you can reset their attitude. That's true. That's actually probably the strategy, rather than, The problem is we don't have interests, like, anywhere, so we have to, like, watch super carefully. But yeah, that would be the way, I guess. I think just joining France is going to be more straightforward. Oh, we meant to click freedom of... Oh, God damn it. Is this inverted? Did we pass freedom of conscience? I'm so lost. We might have passed it. Unless they changed it in 1.3? No, probably not. That doesn't seem like a thing they would. The devout call for intervention. I think we want to do this. I think they're never not going to be super oh, they're not even upset with us right now. Well, why don't we do this? We make them powerful, sure, but it's fine. Not too big a deal. This is a really big deal, though. Paying a lot in interest, too. This interest is way too big, considering we're just minors. Definitely wasn't paying close enough attention. We need to... we might have to default here. The problem is we really need this rev to go away before we can do anything. It's kind of annoying they're revving too. I'm gonna get rid of road maintenance on both of these, which will help the Oppo group disapproval numbers. It's not gonna matter enough on the devout, I don't think, but no, I think this guy is being really annoying. I think we'll just exile him. We wanted to be able to get in new dissonance anyways. God, if he comes back, we'll be pressed. I passed freedom of conscience, then I'm a dum-dum. I had meant to pass the other one. If we could. We might have to find a quick way out. Join a little France and sedition amongst the devout. Well, we're not going to give them political strength because they're joined in on this, so... Oh, now we're running so much negative bureaucracy. What the hell? Is that off of... I guess we'll sort that out in a second. Really, we could come off of some of these incorporations, but... Okay. France, are you still at war? Please tell me no. You are. This start feels so rough. It's really the discrimination, though. We just can't get buildings employed. The turmoil is really annoying, and the turmoil is from discrimination. Or from radicals and discrimination. And there's more radicalism from the changes. Maybe we're just supposed to reduce taxes, man. We just... we can't delete buildings to reduce government spending. Just had to be more proactive, probably. It's been a while since I've gotten myself into this type of pickle. Their war should be over relatively soon. Yeah, this discrimination's killing us, man. Laws are inverted for you? Yeah. Yeah. I hate that bug so much, because I'm so used to doing it based off placement. I guess we're gonna nuke some of this. We're gonna stop incorporating this. Yeah. And then... We'll do some of that. And we'll try and resume. We can't resume construction. GG, dude. Try and finish that up. There's too much government spending, too much. Can someone just take on our taxes? That'd be great. I think we just ask for daddy here. Also don't think this stream's gonna go on too much longer. And now daddy should help us with this. Daddy? Where's daddy? Daddy? Oh, it's because he doesn't have an interest in the region yet? That's so stupid. He's supposed to... Oh, did he reject? No, why isn't he coming? That is how that's supposed to work. I might take a load here. Whoa. Yeah, I saw that we were about to rev. I figured I could just let France fight it, but apparently that's incorrect. I wonder why France didn't come. That doesn't make... Color me confused. Well, I mean, we could just switch sides, right? You know what's funny is switching sides makes us not a protectorate anymore, and it would reset our relations with Great Britain. Do they even win, though? Oh, they certainly do not. Alright, we're just gonna put them down. God, we can only get authoritarians? Perfect. This is also part of why we're paying so much money. We actually really want to delete this military. And we will after this. Maybe we can figure out a way to make this work after deleting all this military. France? Wait, France has started to play against us. What are they doing? Puppeting us? Jesus. What the hell, bro? What the hell? We just asked to become a protectorate. Could you, like, not? You were protective of us. Why you gotta be this way? Well, we can't win. I guess we could load. I guess we could call it. Jesus. 1.3 AI does seem more aggressive, though. This is not a run I had prepped well enough. This is going horribly. LMF, oh, yeah, basically. Rip the dream. They're literally supposed to get pulled into our war. Sadder gamer noises times 10, yeah, basically. They're actually just supposed to get pulled into our thing. You gave them a free interest, yeah. Blaming the victim. It's your fault. You asked for it. You gave them interest for free. If you didn't dress so pretty with all that gold. I'm playing on normal aggression. I have not seen the AI go be protective, accept an offer to become protectorate, immediately swap to domineering, and try and vassalize you in less than a month. This is the first time I've ever seen this. We don't have isolationism. We are European. That is not our way. Your Japan run in a nutshell? Yeah, basically. Japan's a little bit of a different thing, because they always try and, you know, split open your walnut. I don't know. This stream's gone on pretty long, though. I think this is about where I would have wanted to call it in terms of time anyway, so maybe this is well timed. It's brutal, though. Yeah, the discrimination's super rough. And so the question is like, do you have an easier time getting multiculturalism here than otherwise? It is really rough that it takes us so long to go. Well, I should have just gone total separation. That was just a misclick because this is inverted for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. So I clicked on the wrong one. But yeah, it is. I agree. That's funny. It doesn't matter because it's a throwaway run. But like, I think that the radicals were like way more of a problem now in 1.3. The radicalism from discrimination as well. Just trying to think through. Yeah, I think everyone who's not European who can't like kind of peruse the agitators and pick who they want, because we can't invite these guys because of religion, right? Oh, Ukrainians discriminated against? Okay, so then we also have to come off of, what do we have? Oh, we have, yeah, national supremacy. God, I hate it when it's inverted like this. I remember just clicking at it and not even like reading and being like, okay, we're cultural exclusion, right? No. So we could swap that, try and get into markets. Probably need to be a little bit more aggressive about that than we were. Also, definitely need to be much more aggressive about deleting military as we conquered places. We have way, way, way bigger military than we need, and we would conquer a place and then we're paying out the ass for military goods. Let's see, goods for military buildings like 3K relative to like government wages. That's like way too high. Is there a time schedule when you are back again? I don't have a stream planned. Right now, relatively speaking, my engagement on streams is really low, and so I don't do a lot of them. I was thinking of getting back into doing it every Saturday morning at 9:30. What I ideally want to do is I think I want to cast multiplayer games in terms of creating content. I think that would be an entertaining kind of streaming thing, and then I don't have to focus on playing, and I can just talk about ideas and what people are doing and like this type of thing. But the problem is, in order to do that, I need to find... I think the correct format for multiplayer is 3v3v3, and so I need to find 9 people who want to play at 9:30 on the Saturday, PST. And so that's the dream. What happens if we just give in here? We get to turn blue. And we can't start any more wars. But then... Oh, could we have switched sides to the aristocratic revolt? I don't think we ever beat... No, we never win that. Yeah. We just become this French subject. Pretty caked up, though. Actually, let's see if we can get Great Britain to help us out. Alright, so we have no current problems, right? So we're gonna delete this here. Delete a couple in Zululand. Actually, let's delete all of them in Zululand. And let's delete a lot of them here. Just deleting most of our military overall. And then... Wait, what the hell? They're just annexing Oman? That was our subject, my guy. Why you gotta do this? Absolute savage. You're in, Tim? We'll keep that in mind. Although I don't have a good way to, like... are you on the Discord, Tim? We are forced to fight Oman to annex them for our overlord. Rip the dream, dude. And we can't start a play against them. We're gonna stop improving relations. And now they're protective again? God damn it, dude. And we got another rev brewing, so we can't for homesteading. Wow, that's a fat rev. Oh, fat agrarian party, I can respect that. Yeah, I'll announce it on the Discord if it's going to go through. But I think I'm going to call it for today. This has been a fantastically bad Transvaal run. A fail from start to finish. Although, I'm going to put down a note. This Mahar, like, ingress is actually very interesting. Because you only need one boat to be able to do it. And then, you know, Bahrain doesn't lead anywhere. Bahrain's the other state I know of that's like this. But with this, you can go after Oman, you can go in through here, you know, you can set yourself up for a better colonization game by going into here, and so this is nice. As Jamaica, Tim? Okay. Are you from Jamaica? That's interesting. But this was interesting for identifying that radicalism's way worse, or way rougher, because of the revolution changes. The radicalism that you're getting from discrimination is more backbreaking. So this actually makes an East India Company run a bit attractive. There's probably a better way to do this. Maybe you just can't blast high taxes anymore. We weren't even on top stage taxes, though, most of this time. Interesting. Obviously now we're paying into our warlords' pockets, but I think now we would also just delete all of our military. Because we can't start any war as a puppet. I haven't played too much as a puppet though, so I guess we would delete all but one in a lot of these places, because you can ramp back up pretty quickly, and then we just try and eco up and then get free. Like if we wanted to play this, which we don't. What time zone am I? I am PST. Pacific Standard Time. And I mean, if a bunch of people are available at a different time, I could make myself available at a different time, but like 9:30 is like a good time for me. And so if there isn't just a way better time for other people, I guess for the PST guys, that's like relatively early on a Saturday, but like for people from America in general, that should be relatively good. MESZ? Is that a time zone? No. But, yeah. I don't know. I gotta reflect on this more. The Mara, I'm trying to put together some notes for top 10 places to expand. And maybe this is like an honorable mention, because it's not good territory, but the fact that you can do this with just one boat and then come in through here means that this is actually probably meta for if you don't want to build boats, or you can't build boats, right? This like thing that you're doing here, because this territory is not like, okay, it's not the best, but it's not like the worst either. Like millet is okay as far as grain goes. It also gives you access to tea and coffee, and then a little bit of a little bit of iron here. It's always interesting when there's a place with no logging camps. And then this is a solid amount of logging camps over here. It gives you access to dyes, which is like can be good for a lot of countries that don't have access to it. And then like most importantly, it's going to give you access to like this ground or dirt here in terms of the colonization game, but also you can even push into like Egypt from the south, all while not having to build any navy, which is generally like not preferred. Middle European time zone. It's 7 o'clock. Okay. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Oh, it's 7 a.m. right now there. So wait. MET, so... So then if it is 9 a.m., it'll be 6 o'clock p.m. there at 9:30. Well, I know I have a lot of German viewers. Although, if that's the case, then even earlier, like 8 or 9 a.m. PST would be good for, I would assume, the Europeans, because that would just be in the afternoon or at night for them. And it would just be bad for only the West Coast people, of which I am one of them. So maybe 8:30 would be better. Something like this. I definitely want, most of my viewership is in the United States, so I definitely want a time that, like, makes sense for Europeans. You're one of them, of the Germans? Yes, the Germans. I have not done a Germany run, which, like, feels so wild. Like, a ton of the achievements, like the Germany achievements, haven't unlocked any of them. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, though. This one's been interesting. I might also do more, like, Q&A streams. Brazil's 2 a.m. Yeah, but Brazil, 9 at like 9:30 on Saturday will be what, like 1 p.m. That's like a reasonable time to play, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. I also have a lot of Brazil viewers, which I was quite surprised at. Who are just constantly like, do the Brazil run. So I did a Brazil run. The Germans don't ask for a Germany run. I think the Germany runs are fairly common if you want to watch them, so... Brazil runs a little bit less so. Yeah, a lot of Romanian viewers, too, who jumped on because of my Wallachia run. And then, I did have a couple, like, consistent Syria viewers, but they've stopped commenting. But they were really excited about the Syria run. Which we did in 1.1. Anyways... I think I'm going to wrap it up. This has been interesting. I have to reflect on this Mara thing. I think it's super cool that you can just push into here. With one boat, you can do this. Which is interesting. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to do the YouTube algo stuff. Especially the loud car vrooming outside. And other than that, did I do vote for Pedro achievement? Yeah, I got that one. The Brazilians were not happy when I ousted Pedro, though. They were like, what's that about? And I was like, I'm sorry. He's a bandit. Oh, is he not a bandit anymore? Ho ho ho! Now he's worth keeping, maybe, because he's not a bandit. Instead, he is imposing, I guess. This is actually pretty bad still. Yeah, minus 25% infamy decay. This is not worth having, so this is why I rushed getting rid of him, because he had bandit instead, imposing his new trait, but wanted to get rid of it. Anyways, Godspeed, everyone. Farewell. I bid you adieu. And after using the restroom, I will respond to any questions that pop up in chat in the time between ending the stream and using the restroom. Or after using the restroom. Toodaloo. Yes, I want to end.